my family are getting evicted. Are you happy? Are you happy for reporting me to DHS? Are you happy for getting my Section 8 taken away? Me and my family are getting evicted. Are you happy? Are you happy for reporting me to DHS? Are you happy for getting my Section 8 taken away? Are you happy that my food stamps are cut off? That my cash benefits are cut off? That I probably won't be getting any of our disability checks next month? Are you happy? Are you happy that me and my family are going to be homeless on the streets next month? I get a note posted to my door this morning. 30-day eviction. 30 days. With 2 adults and 6 children. Because Section 8 has cut me off. They're no longer paying my rent. And they haven't been paying. So I have 30 days to come up with over $4,000. You, government.
The current administration is doing things that I never thought I would see within my lifetime. Nevertheless, though, here we are, and it has many people on the internet going absolutely crazy. And we're going to go over some of those reactions here in a quick second, but let's review where we are. So the White House right now is proposing the elimination of Section 8 housing vouchers. Some of you out there are like, what is Section 8? Section 8 is essentially rental assistance income for low-income families. Now, the lowest of income are those that are in single-parent households, predominantly single mothers. And I'm not going to take you into the granular things within this proposal, but the TLDR, the too long didn't read, they are proposing not only 40% cuts to Section 8 in total, but they also want to remove it from a federal decision down to the states. With the White House saying that at a federal level, how much that you allocate to who is dysfunctional, and it should be designed at a state level. And finally, and I think this is the best one of all, there is a 2-year maximum for receiving Section 8 for able-bodied adults. This is gonna be an interesting one, so let's get active. Without further ado.
So apparently Trump is proposing a bill that will cut Section 8 funding. You don't have to be someone that utilizes Section 8 to see the damage that this man is trying to cause. Why is it when money needs to be cut, they want to try to take from low-income families, but not make their rich friends pay their taxes? If the people who were well off would just pay their taxes, no money would need to be cut. And people seem to think that, oh, ghetto people are just the ones with Section 8. No, it is made for low-income families, people with disabilities, veterans, people that just need help paying their rent. It just seemed like to me that they like to attack groups that are the most vulnerable instead of getting more money from the groups that are more stable. That's just crazy to me. And at some point you got to think, these people are really evil. You're cutting funding from people who already can't afford their housing. How evil do you sound? Section 8 has paved the way for many people to be able to have roof and housing over their heads. So to make that a primary focus for cutting, it's just weird to me. Diabolical, if you will.
There are many Americans that are hustlers that will stop at nothing to promote generational wealth within their families. But there's others that are okay with generational poorness. They'll do the bare minimum, never try to hustle to get up out of their situation, needing help for generations to come. Section 8 was never supposed to be into infinity. What I find so ironic about the situation is that many of these single mothers who chose the government in the past as opposed to choosing a man in the household is now finding out that the government never gave a shit and is now taking back their free rides.
Not that I don't think taxes should go to families that need it. I think we need reform of the programs in which tax dollars are allocated to help families. For instance, Section 8. Section 8 is a great leg up for some families, right? Section 8 should not be able to be passed down to your kids and they pass it down to their kids.
For sure.
That promotes you staying exactly where you are, because the deterrent is if you make too much, you're going to have to pay this high-ass rent that everybody else is paying.
Yeah.
So you need to stay below this level. You need to stay in poverty. You need to not advance so that you can live easy.
Well, I don't think people choose to be impoverished, though.
Not everybody chooses it, but you and I both know there are a great deal of folks who do. And I think that reform is needed because there are too many families who need these resources but can't get them because they make too much or because certain demographics in the household don't allow it, whatever. But you have people who are openly taking advantage of said system. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. There may be, I can't even say maybe, there are people that abuse that system. But when we look at like percentages, I don't think that's a big enough percentage of us for say, okay, we're about to stop these people.
1,000% a big enough percentage. Again, if Section 8 can be passed down generationally, then that's an issue. That's where I would start.
Because I'm in between jobs like crazy. I've been paying market rent all my life before anybody say, yeah, she just saying that because she on public housing assistance and she just doing that because she trying to milk the system for life. No, my goal was not to milk the system for life, but it did help me temporary because I will be moving. Let me put this on here. I will be moving back out and back into market rent apartments, okay? But there are some people, everybody ain't just passing through like me. There are some people that cannot afford like me to move off of Section 8, okay? I know people that got 5+ kids. They cannot afford that. And whatever choices that they made that was poorly, that is on them. Nobody is walking this earth is perfect, man. It is some rude, ignorant ass people on here that's talking about, oh, I hope it get cut off. Really?
The good thing about having Section 8 is it does go with your income. So if your income is up here, you pay some rent, you just don't pay the market rent. If your income is down here, then you pay a smaller amount of rent.
What essentially she's saying is that the more money that you make, the less that they will help you out, thereby it being designed to keep you there. Because why would you want to work more if they're going to give you less money? I mean, these people are making a rational decision, leveraging the current structure. That's why they're on forever Section 8, designed to keep you in a cycle. And a lot of times these families, they just keep on adding on more kids, more bills, more liabilities.
But still, it's the income that matters. So if you qualify for the lowest income, that means your income is that low that you don't have to pay regular rent. You'll qualify as low income. So what that means is, obviously, if your rent is that low that you don't have to pay rent, that means you don't have enough money to pay your bills either. Your other bills that you might have, that's the hard part about being low income. You don't have enough income to actually live. But if you do, your income is up here and you're paying rent, your income is still not above the low income mark, which disqualifies you from being low income or Section 8. So it's up here, but it's not above. And when it's up here, that means, okay, you have enough now that you can pay your rent. You might not be able to pay your other bills, but you at least can pay rent. That's what that is. And that's where a lot of people are.
There are people that absolutely need it, but there are people that absolutely abuse the system. And I mean, to be honest, if my rent was $13 a month, would I be rushing to go to work either? No, that's why the cycle is vicious.
I personally don't agree with a lot of things Trump is saying, but this one specific thing makes sense to me. To all the people that's on Section 8, he is giving y'all 2 years to get on your feet. Trump said stop being dependent and become independent. I agree. I'm not no hating ass bitch. I'm not knocking nobody's situation. But if you really think about it, Section 8 is only to assist you to get on your feet. Section 8 is a stepping stone to get you on your feet. Section 8 is not something you should depend on for the rest of your life. Government assistance is not something you should depend on for the rest of your life. Keyword, assistance, to assist you. Y'all done got too comfortable. There's people that's been on Section 8 for like 10 plus years. That's a long time. Within that amount of time, you should have a lot of money saved up in your bank account, in your savings account. Y'all too busy buying the newest shoes, buying the hottest cars, trying to keep up with the trend, buying designer purses, buying designer clothes, but you're in public housing. If you can buy designers, you can pay your house rent without assistance. Let that sink in. If you can buy designers, you can pay your house rent without assistance. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of single mothers out here also that need those type of assistance. But if you just comfortably living off Section 8 and don't care, that's crazy to me. That's the reason why nobody else can get in, because y'all be on Section 8 for years. Y'all not thinking outside the box. Y'all being so dependent. Stop being so dependent and let's become independent.
Section 8, baby, let's talk about it. Section 8 is a blessing. It was created to help people who are struggling, not as a trap, but as a trampoline. It's supposed to give folks room to breathe while they rebuild. Mentally, financially, emotionally, spiritually. Let's be real, not everybody uses this like that. Instead of elevating, some people are doing everything that they can to stay stuck. And it's not because they can't grow. It's because they've grown comfortable in struggle. The first thing is, if I make too much money, they'll raise my rent. So instead of leveling up their income, people start turning down hours, quitting jobs, choosing under the table work. They can keep their rent low. They fear abundance because they believe to condition that more success equals less support. What they don't realize is they're capping their own potential just to stay small. A lot of people feel like, why leave if I'm comfortable? Some folks get used to paying $0 to $20 of rent, so they just stop striving. They stop planning to own a home, improving their credit, or breaking generational curses. They just sit. Meanwhile, people with the real needs, single mom with disabled kids, the elderly, folks on disability, are sitting on the waiting list for years. They attach their identity to struggle. Struggle becomes familiar. Growth feels uncomfortable. So they stay where it's safe. They don't have to change, risk, or expand. It's not always laziness. Sometimes it's trauma and fear. But the result is the same. They block their own elevation. Some people like to game the system. Lying about who lives in the home, not reporting full income, having partners who live rent-free but aren't on the lease. Then they'll get mad at the system and they're the ones manipulating it. This isn't survival anymore, baby.
When I first heard of Section 8 and public assistance, it sounded like I hit the jackpot. Like, I'm finally here. I finally get to live a good life, rent-free. I get to keep my money in my pocket because I get my rent paid. Little did I know that it would ruin my life. I got Section 8 after I had my second child. I applied to all these wait lists and I finally got it. And I got to choose the neighborhood I wanted to live in. I got to pick the house that I wanted to live in as long as it fit the budget. I got to choose how many bedrooms that I got. It was so wonderful. At that time, I didn't know that my then boyfriend, who already had a felony, would not be able to live with me anymore. So now, us living together had to be a secret. When it was time for inspection, I was hiding his shoes and hiding his clothes and hiding his belongings so that they wouldn't know that there was a man living with me.
Notice what she's saying. Section 8's a goal because she's able to achieve what she wants via help of the government. Oh, but wait, she needs to be a single mother with no help from any man in order to live this lifestyle.
Which caused tension. It caused, some resentment, and I'll talk about that later. But at that time, I didn't know how it was causing a separation between us. But we did it. You hear a knock at the door, and you wondered if it's management or maintenance or somebody who's going to see him there. So, again, we would hide and sneak around.
Think about how crazy this is.
Make it seem like, you know, he didn't live there. You know, and then it became one of those things that you don't live here. You can't even be on a lease. Not seeing how it would later on tear our family apart in many ways.
Little did she know, she actually had 2 boyfriends at the time, one wedging in between the pre-existing one. And I know what some of you guys may be thinking, how can someone be proud of being in a Section 8 housing situation? Well, you'll be surprised that the look of the type of houses in the neighborhoods that they are in.
What's up, y'all? Come tour my new affordable housing Section 8 eligible apartment with me. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and y'all, when I say nice, I thought that was the washer and dryer, but he said, no, mommy, it's a coat closet. Okay. Look at the vinyl floors. Look at the bathroom. It's clean as hell, okay? Look at that trim. Oh, my goodness. But, oh, my gosh, y'all, I thought this was the master bedroom. He said, no, the master bedroom has a bathroom connected. Oh, my goodness, friend. Here go the washer and dryer looking bomb as hell, y'all. The vinyl floors. Y'all remember back in the day projects where it had the itchy carpet?
Gave me
you used to fall asleep and be itching. You ain't got to deal with that here. This living room is huge. Huge. Look at all that natural sunlight. Yes, content creator life come through.
We can make us a TikTok.
Now I'm going over to the master bedroom. Okay, it's cute. I love that industrial. Here go my walk-in closet, y'all. Then behind here is the built-in Wi-Fi where you just easily activate when you move in. But baby, this the star of the show. This the start of the show.
Let me see, friend.
His and her, well, really me and me, sing because I'm single.
You finally lift your baby daddy, huh?
No man will be up in here. I could turn off one light. Oh, look at the space between the toilet and the sink.
Well, that's a lot of space, friend.
Oh my gosh, look at these functional cabinets, baby. I'm 5'7.5". I put my leg up and I still had more room. Don't look at my booty.
It looked like a BBL.
The pantry is what I call this. I have this in my current place. Y'all, follow me for more. We finna go outside to the patio. I love it. I can't wait to sit up on here and act like Jody Mama.
I know that's right, friend.
With its wine, chair, garden, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Taylor Pope.
Look at all of this space. Big old donkey, stupid, big refrigerator, hella pantry space. Oh my gosh! But this is one of my favorite parts, y'all. I have a very unpopular rant session. Here we go. So as y'all know, we lost everything in the home fire, so we really don't have nowhere to go. We're still living in a hotel, and it's stressful as fuck. Try to apply for government housing, but everybody's still there. Section 8 and public housing is supposed to be a transitional thing. You're supposed to get in, get your shit together, and get the fuck off so the people who need it can fucking get their shit together and get the fuck off. Some of y'all just too comfortable with y'all $16 rent and y'all fucking living it up, driving BMWs and shit, and motherfuckers like me need a place to stay. I'm sorry, I ain't even that mad for real. I'm just a little frustrated because this shit been going on for months and I need a place to stay. My husband lost his job because the lady at his job wanted him and he wasn't giving in, and so she was like, oh well, I will make your life hard then, and started writing him up for all kind of stupid ass shit. Like, come on, bro, I am losing it. I just can y'all like move out? Like, if y'all got a savings account over $5,000, y'all can pay your own rent. Move out so I can move in, damn it.
All right, guys, tell me what you think down in the comment box down below. What is it that you think about this situation? Do you think that for some of these people that have been abusing the housing situation, that winter is coming for them? Y'all already know my thoughts about it. To think that the subsets of my tax dollars that go to people that don't really even need it, that have not been incentivized for more than 2 years to do something else with their time in order to earn more income. But I do think for some people, non-able-bodied people, handicapped, very new low-income families, I can still see this being a benefit. But yeah, if you've been abusing the system, you need to give your vouchers to other people that would need it more. Guys, let me know down in the comment box down below again, and I will see you soon. Until next time, you two, peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.